Hey there! In this video we are going to show you how to play Magellan Elcano, or as we say it, Magalhães Elcano, a game soon to be released by the publisher Pythagoras Games. In this game, the players are captains on a ship, growing the strongest crew and defying intense storms. It can be played by 2 to 5 players in about half an hour, by players with at least 8 years old. We have the setup already prepared for 2 players, with all ready to start sailing through the ocean. On the center of the table, we have the ocean cards which the captains want to get for themselves. Over here, we have each player's crew and 1 card representing the first player for the round. As you can see, there are 3 types of anchors, and the game begins with 1 of each revealed side up. One at a time, the players are going to play crew cards from their hand to dispute the available ocean cards. The ocean cards show up front the amount of points they're worth, and the crew cards also show their own strength. Each player starts with 5 crew cards at hand, being the remaining shuffled on a pile nearby. Once all players decided to pass, the strongest captains can earn the rewards from the existing anchors. Ocean cards that resulted in a draw, or that were not disputed at all, remain in place and 1 of each is added on top. Then, the winning crew cards are discarded and the remaining cards get back to their owner's hands. In addition, each player draws 2 crew cards and the first player card is passed to begin a new turn. As soon as 6 rounds are played, the players have no more crew cards to draw and the game ends immediately. The captain which collected more victory points is the winner. The ocean cards are divided in 3 types and colors of anchors, each having the same distribution of points. They can worth 2 points, 3 points, and some can either worth 4 or 1 point, depending on the player count. In a 2-player game, these cards only worth 1 point each, being rotated and displayed that side on the top. At all other player counts, these cards are worth always 4 points each. Each player has a crew of 15 cards, distinguishable by the name of the ship on the back. The majority of the crew cards show 2 different numbers for 2 different anchors. For those cards, you can choose whether you want to use one anchor or the other, rotating it accordingly. You should note that all cards that are used to actually win are discarded and cannot be used again. The storm cards are only used on a 5-player game or as a 4-player variant and also worth victory points. They are displayed as a 4th pile of cards to dispute, with the only difference of being disputed with astrolabes. To dispute storm cards, the captains play crew cards face down, winning the one having the most visible astrolabes by the end of the turn. You should note that all cards that are used to actually win are discarded and cannot be used again. As soon as 6 rounds are played, the players have no more crew cards to draw and the game ends immediately. The players then sum up their victory points from the collected ocean cards and storm cards when applicable, and the captain with the highest score is the winner. In case of a tie, the player with the strongest crew yet at hand is the winner. Otherwise, the tied players share the victory. And that is all you need to know to be able to play Magellan Elcano. A special thanks to Pythagoras Games for sponsoring this video with a copy of the game. If you'd like to see more content like this, let us know in the comments. Until then, stay connected and be safe. See you soon!